Hello people, how are you there? In Radiolandia, we come back people, the duo dinámico with
DJ CJ
and MC Sam. So today we have a guest, and he gonna introduce himself. First, say your name.
So my name is Casey Patton. I am the founder of Encore Apparel Company. We have a shop on Newbury Street. It's located at 303 Newbury, the corner of Hereford and Newbury. We just opened about 3 months ago. So Encore is a brand really inspired by music. That's why we have such a good connection with Zumix. We also have a big charity side as well, where we donate guitars to nonprofits, schools, on the back of the sale. So basically it takes us about 50 shirts to source a guitar, get it fixed up, donate it out to a young person, a nonprofit, so they can keep playing. So that's a big part of our brand as well. So we are here touring Zumix today. We've met a lot of great people, a lot of great kids. Super impressed with the facilities. Everyone's been so friendly, and we're excited to be working with Zumix in terms of our donations of instruments.
Yeah, to know them better. It's like, yeah, amazing.
We're excited to have you on the show.
Make me blush.
We kind of heard earlier, we got Casey here from Encore Apparel, founder of Encore. My name is Jose. I am the store manager of Encore Apparel, and also videographer of Encore Hour, a new series inside of the store where we feature local talent and give them like an intimate space to perform in front of local fans and friends. And so just kind of like, switching hats between videography, small business. Yeah, really happy to be here. I love Zumix. I kind of discovered Zumix along the way of being involved in Boston through the music communities.
I didn't introduce Jose earlier because I thought he was going to jump up on the table and shout. That's what he usually does during our shows in the store. He's the store manager. He's the beating heart of our store and our brand. He runs everything. He runs events. He books artists. Beyond talented when it comes to videography. Anyone listening should really check out his Instagram, Grooves Media. Very, very talented, and we're lucky to have him as part of our company. So, and again, we're very thankful to be here at Zumix, and obviously we're here to drop a few guitars to you guys, meet you guys, hear about your projects, what you guys are working on. For us as a company, we really sell to what we like to call creative rebels. Not just musicians, but people that are out pursuing creative things, building things. That could be a teacher, it could be a technology person, a marketing person, it could be a future DJ. So that's our customer base as our brand. We use music as the backdrop to really promote that creativity, but there's a lot of underlying currents of entrepreneurship, business, obviously social responsibility as well in terms of giving instruments to nonprofits and other organizations.
But how did you come up with the idea of like combining music and also combine clothes?
Well, that's a good question. So my background is literally in nothing super creative. I was a finance guy for 12 years. I worked in Boston, I worked in New York City. I had a pretty good career. Music was always really a big part of everything I was doing. When I walked around Boston, when I walked around New York City, music was always in my ears. I was listening to a lot of different genres of music. I grew up in a very musical household.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I grew up in a small town in Maine, and music was always on. And I feel like if you stop and listen and listen to a lot of different genres of music, you'll take a lot of wisdom. So for me, when I decided to kind of leave what I was doing, come back to Boston, start building a company, I really wanted music to be a focal point of that because it's been such a big influence on me.
Yeah, I can kind of relate to the whole idea of like being exposed to like different kinds of music, especially coming from a Latin household, as I did. Yeah, when you come with a Latin household and you grew up in places that speak different languages and such. Like I grew up here in Boston, and everyone at my house would always put on reggaeton, ranchera, on my dad's side. Yeah. And then like you just leave the house and all of a sudden you hear hip hop, or if you go to other certain places you hear classical songs, and it's just like being exposed to all this. You find what you like, you find what you don't like, but even some artists have good songs that you like and don't like.
So So the tagline that we've built Encore around is "Life is short, play it loud." That was really the genesis of the company, and it's about music. Has that piece to it, but really it's about, like I said, pursuing creative things, taking chances. I think in life you'll see, especially as you get older, it's not a linear path that we walk. Things change, jobs change, relationships change, tragedies happen. So, for us, Encore means a few different things. It's, namely a second act. For me, like I worked in corporate for a long time, I wanted to do something different. It was a big, decision to go and do it, so I just did it. And we hope to kind of connect with people who are kind of doing, different things, looking at their life and saying, well, I want to do something different, or, this, circumstance came up and now it's time for me to make a change and kind of walk a different path. So, so that's a big part of our brand as well.
And how you come up with the store? So why the idea of a store? So yeah, what?
Probably some crazy. I don't know. So we've done probably 300 events around Boston. Jose's been a big part of that. They started as small tents on the Greenway. So we do music festivals. It kind of grew into doing a bigger tent, more merchandise. Our collections kept growing. Sales were good enough, and we've met enough people to kind of say, look, we really think we have something pretty broadly appealing here. So what's the next step as a brand? When you get into business, there's all kinds of different distribution channels. You can shop online, you can go to a store, you can go to a boutique, you can go to a music festival, you can buy our shirts in a lot of different places. But for us, we were always most successful just in that kind of setting of selling direct to people, like in Boston on the streets. And so we took that and just said, look, we're 4 years in, we've done pretty well. I think it's time to kind of take a chance and see if we can build the same concept and sell every single day on Newberry Street. That's what we did. We built a store that really was designed to be a combination of a living room / record store. Why was that? Our packaging, which we're known for our t-shirts, is a custom album cover. So we'll pack a shirt right inside an album cover. It almost doubles as wall art or like a gift you can give someone, a gift package. So that's the record store component. We also wanted to be a community-based place where people could come in, talk about art, talk about music, business, and have some live music going on there as well. So we really hope Zumix will come out. We've met a lot of great musicians today to come out and perform during one of our Encore Hour sessions that we have in the store.
It's definitely gonna happen.
Definitely. I think we already just got a submission from Omar. So he was at the front desk. Well, the beauty of being a musician and creating music and playing music is performing it, right? You want to have your kind of solitary time where you practice and perfect and create, but you ultimately want to perform for people and share what you've created. So that's our hope with our store, that we can offer that type of space where different events can happen.
That's amazing.
Pretty amazing.
Hey, you're funny too.
So with Jose and
When I don't even try it.
When you
Jose is like sunshine, and I'm like, sometimes I need a little sunshine on me.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
Most of the time.
And we're brothers.
Who are you? We are brothers!
Kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. No, we've known each other for what, 4 years?
I would say 3.
I'm from Maine originally, small town.
I've never been to Maine, but I want to visit Acadia National Park.
We can talk back and forth, like this is what we do all day.
Literally.
Exactly.
You obviously take some inspiration from things you see out in the world, some of your experiences out in the world, but really, they've all come from my mind. We don't do licensed stuff, we don't do band prints. We do work with some outside artists once in a while, but really we've just taken ideas and started to design our own kind of, concept around the tagline, "Life is short, play it loud," and that could be, very music centric. It could be, a piano design. It could be a drum design. It could be a guitar design, or
so it's all original.
All original, yeah. Yeah, and we were kind of rapping a little bit about the hoodies with the skull note. That's our logo. So we always had the tagline, "Life is short, play it loud." Graphically, that little skull note, skull 8th note, that represents the tagline graphically. And that's how we branded the store at Newbury Street. That's how we do a line of t-shirts, Henleys, hoodies. I think it's pretty unique to Boston because, you know, we've talked about this a lot. When you look at, you know, clothing logos, you know, we rattled them off. They're all basically animals, right? You know, you can sit here and name 25 animal logos from, you know, the whale to a penguin to
jaguar,
turtle,
a puma,
an alligator, yeah. Puma. So we really thought there was maybe an opening with creative people that, you know, we want to wear cool stuff and wear a logo that necessarily kind of showed their creative side, and we really feel like that Skull Nut logo is that.
Do you have a quick
advice
for people that is hearing you?
For what I tell young people is really two things. It's just like, have that ability to show up every single day and listen while you're there. I think if you do those two things, you'll find yourself, whatever your, you know, environment in, whatever, you know, job you may have, like, you'll take something from that and, like, you know, apply that to your next leg of your journey. So I think those two things are very important to think about as a young person.
Thank you so much for coming both. And then to close this out, this was the Firehouse Fridays from 6 to 7 with MC Sam E,
DJ CJ, and
the boys from Encore Apparel. Come do your Christmas shopping at 303 Newbury Street. Check us out.
Kaboom!
Kaboom!
So we just wrapped doing the radio show with Zumix. Really awesome, amazing after-school program here in East Boston. They really give a place for kids to perform music, to learn songwriting, really just be themselves. We had a chance to kind of share the Encore story on the radio station, which is really amazing. We got guitars for these guys, 3 total. So I got 2 hands here, but Jose's gonna grab one. But yeah, we're really excited to start working with Zumix on a pretty regular basis. And I want to thank you guys, the customers. You guys make this happen. You know, again, for every 50 shirts we sell, we can get a guitar, we can get it in the hands of a young person. So thinking about your Christmas shopping, come shop at Encore. We're a local brand, 303 Newbury Street. Visit our record store, Reimagined. And it's like days like this when you struggle as a small business that really make it all worthwhile. So again, thank you to all you guys, and we're really looking forward to seeing what these kids do with these guitars.